Pocahontas County Public Service District, led by Chairman Tom Shipley, is officially broke and is now facing insolvency and receivership. One of its members, David Litzy, is being investigated by the West Virginia Ethics Commission for conduct directly related to his votes concerning our long-awaited sewer system. The sheer waste of money is astounding. Shipley, in 20 months, has received approximately $2,600,000 in surplus funds and ratepayer monies. After paying employee wages and benefits of approximately $600,000, Shipley has squandered approximately $2 million on obstructive litigation fees, engineering fees to nowhere, and repairs on a sewer system that failed 10 years ago and should have been replaced, but was obstructed by a concerned citizen, yes, the same Tom Shipley. Now, as it was foretold and warned by PSD board member Eamon Tracy and myself at least twice at county commission meetings, the PSD lies in financial ruin. At its 5/29/12 meeting, Eamon Tracy forced the PSD to reveal that at the end of June, the PSD will have nothing left of the $2.6 million and nothing to show for the money except $5,000 in unpaid bills. No one who has chaired the financial ruin of a public utility should be awarded with a 6-year appointment unless intentional failure is why you, Martin Saffer, and David Fleming appointed Shipley and Litzy. If so, congratulations, you two have succeeded. I ask this commission to name one other county commission that has reappointed someone who has presided over the financial ruin of a public utility. Is this the standard of excellence required by this commission? The intentional regional sewer project delays continue in the name of doing it right, will of the people, new thinking, and of course that perennial favorite, protecting the environment. All obsequious platitudes concealing the no-growth agenda for the snowshoe resort area. Shipley squandered a $750,000 surplus left to the PSD under the able chairmanship of Mark Smith. Litzy, Smith's replacement, is presently under investigation by the West Virginia Ethics Commission. I warned this very commission about appointing Litzy, but you, Martin Saffer, and David Fleming put him on the board anyway. Rigby, Litzy's friend and hand-picked engineer, regaled the pliant public with his tale of fixing the system for $9 million, $11 million, $14 million, and now $19.44 million. Rigby has breached his contract with this PSD because in over a year he has failed to present an acceptable Phase 1 preliminary engineering report at a cost of approximately $250,000. This is supposed to be a public service district entrusted with hard-earned public monies, not a milk cow. Rigby still has 39 deficiencies in his one-year-long DEP and Public Service Commission twice rejected Phase 1 preliminary engineering report. DEP violations have continued for 12 uninterrupted years. The must-have regional sewer project has been sabotaged for 10 years, and the PSD lies in ruin. Shipley, Litzy, and Rigby's work is almost done. And now we have heard from DEP engineer Kuntz that the $10 million in savings deception is over. It has been reported that the centralized two-plant system will cost $400,000 more than a single plant. Of course, two plants are more costly than one. That's common sense. Last week, PSD attorney Negley begged the DEP not to have to prove the financial fairy tale that Rigby used to get his contract. Of course, that's something that Shipley and Litzy now want us all to forget. Litzy, for the past 2 years, lied about millions of dollars being saved with the Rigby plan, even declaring at the 5/29/12 PSD meeting that it doesn't matter if this decentralized two-plant system costs more. With this vote, we will now see if Martin Saffer and David Fleming are going to reward Shipley with 6 additional years so that Shipley can finish bankrupting the PSD into Chapter 9 and force the Public Service Commission to pursue receivership. If that is Saffer and Fleming's agenda, then we will now see Shipley reappointed, or a fourth appointment intended to destroy the project. Or will Saffer and Fleming admit Shipley's total failure and appoint someone again from the northern end of the county, like former PSD Chairman Mark Smith, thus acknowledging Smith's success in moving the regional plan forward and leaving the PSD solvent with a $750,000 surplus. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Holt.
I have a statement I'd like to speak to.
Mr. President.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. I think that most of you know me. My name's Amos Raceman. I am the senior PSD board member, approximately 2 years on the board. We have polluted, violated state and federal laws ever since I've been there through metals. We can't get the metals out, do not get them out. But about 2 years ago, Mark Smith and myself picked a site up Cup Run to build a plant, a singular plant. And as soon as the other two board members came aboard, they abolished that and we went in a different direction. That plant should be nearly done as we speak, or even done and be in operation at this time. As we all sit here, there's not a soul in West Virginia that knows where, when, or how many plants is going to be built up there. How many years has it went on? Year after year after year. And we still, today, do not know. And there ain't no use nobody try to tell me they know, because they don't. And I think that's disgraceful. 2 years after we should have been constructing a plant. Now, did it cost more? Well, there's a figure there, and I don't know what Rigby's figure is, and we won't know until it's complete. People say $10 million cheaper. Well, that's not true. Mr. Coons said that was all hogwash. So, I'd like to see another board member in there, and hopefully we can get this thing straightened up. Stop violating the law. If indeed on Plan 1 that's supposed to be acceptable to the commissioners, if it's not accepted, then I don't know what's going to happen with Mr. Rigby's money. He's wanting money from February the 13th up until I don't know when. He's wanting paid. If the plan's not accepted, we have no money to pay him, so I guess it'll be up to the county to pay him, and it could be $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. They voted for him to continue work. I didn't, but they did. And you know, I think that's wrong, because like buying a pig in the poke, we don't know what we're agreeing to. Maybe we're agreeing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if it goes to court, if I was on the jury and you the board members choose to have him continue the work, I would say you pay him. Now, well, what are we going to pay him with? We're real lucky if we got $25,000 in the bank now. We have done squandered hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not under my say-so. I don't even sign a check that goes to Rigby and to Nagley, the attorney. I don't sign them because I think they're unreal. But David Litzy normally signs them and gets them too, that's their decision. But I'm kind of helpless on the board. I get outvoted every time. And I know better, and I told them about these finances long ago. But they pay no attention until we're broke. Now once we're broke, it's kind of like locking the barn door after the horse got out. Now we talk about finances. Sometimes we sit there where we shouldn't be in this position, and we'll say, well, who can we pay to get the monkey off of our back? Okay, we'll pay this in a little bit, we'll pay that in a little bit. That's terrible. It was not that way a year ago. We had money in the bank and it wasn't even mentioned. We had a bill, we paid it. Now we spend half of our time figuring who can we pay to get the monkey off our back. That's unreal. I don't act like that old people. I would hope that we would get somebody from the northern end of the county to represent our PSD board there, because we have the waterworks in Durban, as you folks know, and of course the sewer over at the Snowshoe. But we have nobody to represent the people in the northern part of the county, and you know that we are looking at running water from Bartow down to Boyer. So someone should be there to get the interest of the people. That's about all I hope to say. I hope you make a good decision, you people. And let's see if we can't get this thing going in the right direction again. Thank you.